beats my chest right in the morning, like a warning. Could have slept here for days. I felt your heartbeat, felt your mouth breathe, but it's not real. We were close to see the sun, but clouds got in our way, and so
I see a light in your eyes. I follow you so damn foolishly. You'd be the sweetest goodbye. Give me a heart trip exclusively. Take one step like this song in my head. It makes sense if you jump in my bed. I see the truth in your smile. I gotta swim to the I love you. We don't wanna spend this night alone. Messed up, I'm gonna walk you home. You'd feel the gravity of my heart. If I could, I would give you the moon. Say stop if I'm coming in too soon. Colliding like celestial bodies. Oh, oh. Celestial bodies. Celestial bodies. Oh, oh. Celestial bodies. Celestial bodies. Oh, oh. Inside your heart lies a pearl. Within the smoke, our dreams reveal. We're not a part of this world. I'd call you Venus, 'cause that's how I feel. Take one step like this song in my head. It makes sense if you jump in my bed. I see the truth in your smile. I gotta swim to the I love you. We don't wanna spend this night alone.
almost paradise. We're knocking on heaven's door. Almost paradise. How could we ask for more? I swear that I could see forever in your eyes. Paradise.
Hello, everybody. What the heck did we just watch? Just do some housekeeping here. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Dave Neal here, stand-up comic, host of your Bachelor in Paradise, A Guys Review. Crafty Beach says it right. That was effing crazy. Silver Streak says Brendan has ruined himself. Yeah, it's like when you pee your pants in high school. You're like, that's never going to go away. That stuck with me for a while. All right, let me make this little thing smaller. I had some talking points here, but then it became pretty obvious shortly thereafter what the topping points would be. This was a wild one. Midnight Star says, so are the producers going to send that couple packing? The producers need to do one thing and one thing only, and that is like this video, please. Boy, we had some drama in the house. 292 people in the chat. It's good to see all you guys. I knew this would be a good one. Let's talk about it. Keep it kind in the comment section. No crossfighting. Moderators, you know the deal. If anyone starts insulting each other, just get them out. Get them out. I think we're all on the same page that this was a messy one. Dina says unfollow Brendan and Piper. Listen, don't unfollow me for what I'm about to say. I still like the two of them. I'm now interested to hear what their post-podcast conversations will be like. They made a mistake, guys. Obviously, there's some collateral damage. I just thought Natasha was in on it. How brutal is this? Brendan's first wife divorcing him. Oh my gosh. The internet never loses. JC says the internet's so hot, the stream overloaded. That could be the case. Are we still buffering? Let's try to unbuffer that. Apologies for the buffer. Not much I can do about it other than, let's see, I've got all my other apps closed. So apps are closed. Look, as long as you guys can hear me okay, it looks like we might have some video buffering here. All right. Lauren said, OMG, I just checked Brendan's IG and he's feeding off his shitty behavior. What do you mean? Elaborate. What do you mean he's feeding off of it? Right, so I guess we've got some buffering issues. It looks like ladies and gentlemen, Brendan and Piper broke my stream. I don't know what to tell you guys. I don't know what to say. It's back? All right. I'm back? Okay, good. I guess I lost you for a second there. I don't know what happened. All right, I'm going to try to stay up on top of the stream. If anyone needs to send in a message and you need me to read it, super chat first when we have these big streams, because I can't really read all of them. I'm going to try my best. Olivia says, Brendan posted on Instagram here for the wrong reasons. Well, look, okay. Let's start by dissecting this. If we take Natasha out of the scenario, did they do something wrong? L. Alana says, happily unfollowed. I can forgive Piper at this point, but F. Brendan. Let's see what Twitter had to say. Everyone's face as they unfollow Brendan. Yikes. Oh, no. Oh, the tribe has spoken. Derek says you got to get the ref hat out. I don't even know where the ref hat is. You're right. I might have to save that for later because I have no idea where my ref hat is. It's not in arm's reach. Happy birthday, Derek, again. All right, so what are we going to do here? All right, let's do this. Let me put it back on the main page here, and I'm going to find, give me a second to pull up Brendan's Instagram. It'll just take me a few seconds over here. And let me change this music to some, I'm going to do some beach music, but I'm going to do some, try to make sure that it's instrumental only. I don't know how to do that. All right, here. Thanks for hanging out, folks. Appreciate the new people. Hello, good to see you. You have to go watch Piper's last Instagram. So I got to watch Piper's and Brendan's. All right, we're getting onto it right now. Let's go to Brendan. Well, we still got the other Brendan we love, Brendan Quinn. All right, here we go. Let's see what we have here. Let's take a watch. He's still good looking. Okay, hold on. Give me a second. Give me a second. Got to turn this music off here. Going as fast as possible. Let's see what Brendan had to say. Alright, that's from earlier. That's earlier. Earlier. Tell me how you really feel. Alright, tell me how you really feel. Okay. That's all I see there. Was there something I'm missing? We'll go to Piper. Let's go to Piper James. Let's see how she's doing. Calvin said, this thing with Piper and Brendan is so confusing. The way they acted in front of the crew was so awkward and shady. It definitely, I mean, look, they got called out. You know, weird things happen when you get called out. So the funny thing is they didn't know what was going to make it to the air. So let's go there. It looks like she's in Boston. Does that mean she's in Boston? All's fair in love and war. There you go. And then here we have Walking into Paradise.
That's true.
Okay, not going to play the audio here. All right, so look, I don't know. I don't see anything crazy there. Let me know if I'm missing something, but that's nothing crazy. All right, going to get out of that, and we'll have to see what else comes up. But boy, they're getting brutalized online. Okay, so here we go. Naria says they both trashed Natasha, and for me, that was the tipping point. Who cares if they planned it, but don't trash the girl you stringed along. I completely agree with you on that one. My question, which I was speaking to some people beforehand, was that, and again, I guess this is something I have to work through, is that I just assumed Natasha was in on this. I truly believed Natasha was keeping Brendan warm until Piper could arrive. I thought they had an agreement. So I don't know. I mean, look, I'm happy to be wrong here. I just that was the information I was working with. You know? This is like when a magic trick goes wrong and you're like, I've seen the rehearsals. That's not how it's supposed to go. I don't know. Let's go to the top of the comments here. If anyone wants to leave a voicemail, 401-213-9828. 401-213-9828. Feel free. We have 540 people in the chat. Linda says, does he think this is a joke? I mean, here's the deal, right? In some ways, Bachelor in Paradise is a joke. But like I said, when my lady Natasha here gets the collateral damage, that's when it went too far. Oh, Nicole said I got to go to their posts. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. I got to go to their posts here. So let's see. Here's her post. By the way, she was just in my home state of Rhode Island. All's fair in love and war. And of course, this post is from 4 hours ago. Rachel Kirkconnell needs this top. The ladies. Well, listen, I mean, I love a good, I love a good quote, all's fair in love and war. But this was before the episode aired, so they probably might have thought that the edit might have been a little bit more forgiving. I mean, could they have possibly forgot that they were mic'd up? I mean, I know that's wild to say. But, maybe, because some of the things that were going on, it was like, oh boy, producers, that's the thing, right? You don't want to be made out to the villain, to be the villain. Oh, sorry, why did I accidentally went to Connor. That's how good my Instagram it is. I pressed Brendan and it's like, you must have meant Connor. All right, here we go. 650 people, please hit the like button if you haven't already. My name's Dave Neal, stand-up comic, host of Bachelor in Paradise, a Guy's Review. Testing out these East Coast after-episode live streams. If you enjoy what we're doing, by all means, do me a favor. Spike that coconut on top of the like button. Lance your bass right on top of it. Hit the subscribe button. Bump your Harrisons. And sling your spades. And we'll get into it. Hit subscribe if you haven't already. We're running out of metaphors or whatever they're called. All right, so here's Brendan's latest. You're telling me I got so many monitors open. This is like my Wall Street Journal. I got monitors and bells and whistles here for the wrong reasons. Again, 4 hours ago. So I guess the question's going to be is, are these comments open? Or are these kind of like all approved comments? Bachelor Windmill says, Piper's holding her breath underwater so she's not caught in the photo. Is that what she's doing underwater? All right. There we go. The audience is not happy. We have an unruly audience, ladies and gentlemen. So feel free to call in 401-213-9828. Whatever voicemails we don't get to, I am sure this is going to be a lot of content that we talk about tomorrow. All right, let's go to the comment section here. Make sure we're all good. All right. Woodland says he's down 10,000 followers. We're going to have to get Bachelor data on this. I'm sure it's going to be very fascinating. So I got him at, let's do this. I've got Brendan at 339,000 followers. Let's see when I refresh it if it changes. Again, I don't have the specifics up. Now it's still at 339. So we'll have to see how this goes. Let's go to a voicemail. Let's see what you guys are saying. Go to a voicemail as we hang out here post East Coast episode. The voicemail number is right up there, 401-213-9828. Looks like we got a lot of voicemails. Let's go see.
Hey, Dave, it's Chrissy from Dallas. Mostly just wanted to say Kendall and Joe, I just still think they're adorable. It does seem like he's going to stay with Serena, but it would be cool to actually see a little bit more of that. And Piper and Brendan, just go home. Like, you should never shut up. Peace.
Christy in Dallas says, Piper and Brendan, just go home. That's what she says. Just go home. Let's go to Memphis, Tennessee. You're the only 10 I see, and we'll get into this one right here.
What's up, Dave? It's Calvin again from Memphis, Tennessee. I just want to also say that the way that Piper and Brendan were acting in front of the crew, it was just so awkward. They just come across very shady in this whole situation with Natasha, and I don't blame Natasha for being angry at all. She should be. Also, do you really think that they could be there just to be on TV? I really got to know what you think. Bye.
Thank you so much for calling in from Memphis, Tennessee. Gosh, I love Beale Street. Love me some Memphis, Tennessee. Good questions. Did they just go on the show to get on TV? Yeah, I mean, they figured, look, they weren't official. It was almost like this. Look, again, we got to take the Natasha, obviously Natasha, collateral damage, innocent bystander, not good at all. The question is, did Piper and Brendan think they could pull this off? And you have to believe they did. You have to believe they said, look, we're going to get out there. And then when Brendan and Piper had their dinner date, it looked like Brendan was still playing the part, and Piper was like, hey, what are you doing? I thought you liked me. And he's like, I do like you. We're trying to lie to these people. You know what I mean? Very fascinating stuff. All right, let's go up to Pennsylvania. And
Hey, Dave, it's Louise in Pennsylvania. Oh, my gosh, the live stream tonight. That show is insane. I don't have a clue what the heck Brendan and Piper were thinking. I'm so appalled at the behavior, but even more so that Brendan said it's not like Natasha had any prospects. What a disgusting thing to say about such a beautiful woman. I'm just speechless and absolutely disgusted. All right, keep doing what you're doing. Love your show. Have a good night.
Now, what if we did this? What if we got Natasha some prospects in 2022? How about that, folks? You want to show her some prospects? Let's get her Bachelorette 2022. What do you guys say about that? Samia says, go to Natasha's most recent photo. All right, give me a second over here. I'm a one-man shop. Thank you so much. And thank you to all the new people. We're at 800 people in the stream. Hey, Tasha, we're killing it over here. All right, we're going to Tasha. That's my Tasha. This is Natasha. So, you deserve the love you give is her latest post. This is from 3 minutes ago. All right, we have breaking news, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a breaking news update. Natasha Parker with a breaking news post liked by one of our fans, Kylie Hurst. 3,779 likes 3 minutes ago. Sometimes dating is tough. Sometimes we only see the best parts of people. Sometimes we put too much trust in the wrong person. Sometimes we know something's off, but we choose to trust anyway. Sometimes once we realize we're being naive and lied to, it's too late. Sometimes we know we should have followed that gut feeling, but didn't. Sometimes people treat us like we don't matter. Sometimes we question our self-worth. Sometimes we get our heart broken. Sometimes we cry about it. Sometimes we blame ourselves. Sometimes it's easier to put up walls and give up on love. But what I have learned is one's capacity to love, trust, show vulnerability, and be good to others is a reflection of self. And when others disregard you, take advantage, mislead, and choose selfishness, that is also a reflection of who they are. If you're reading this and it resonates with you, you will smile again. Keep going. The right one will love you for your pure heart. God bless America and God bless Natasha Parker, Bachelorette 2022. You heard it here first, folks. Hashtag integrity matters. Back to the comments. Oh, we got one more post here. There she is, looking great. Boy, you knew when she went to Piper with that fresh drink that things were in trouble. She was like, all right, I'm going to need to fill up my beverage before I go and talk to Piper. It said 340,000. So Derek says it said 340,000 on his page before. And now let's see where he's at right now. Brendan Moraes here. So he went from 340,000. Okay, so he's still at 339. Okay. Adriana says, worse than Greg Grippo. Crafty Beach says, I'll follow the other Brendan. Yeah, do me a favor, folks. If you had it in your budget that you were going to be following like one Brendan, I must say, if you could just go over there and give a follow to Brendan Quinn, you know, it's a loss for us Americans, but why not give it to somebody like Brendan Quinn over there, our Canadian stallion, the fireman himself. Let him hose you down on a cold night. What does that even mean? All right, here we go. Let's go to another voicemail, 401-213-9828. You guys are hilarious. We did Pennsylvania. Let's keep track of this. So far, we've had calls. If you count the earlier calls today, we've had calls from Nigeria, Texas, Memphis, Pennsylvania, and now we head over to Michigan.
Hey, Dave. This is Danielle from Michigan. I love your podcast. I've loved it since I found it during the days of Colton and that mess. Oh, but today we saw a big mess on the beach. So my biggest problem with Brendan and Piper is that they weren't honest. There are a lot of people who come on the show and say, as Nick Viall has stated in the past, I'm here for one person. If you want to keep me here because you're my nice friend and you don't have somebody on the beach yet, thanks. That's what Deandra did with Ivan. I think those are really great reasons to be there. I feel like watching what Brendan said to Natasha and what Piper said to Natasha made Brendan look like a huge liar. And, you know, unless that's some crafty editing, seems like he was craftily keeping himself there. I also did not like that he said several times that Natasha wouldn't have had options without him. I think that's total bullshit. Sorry to swear, but gotta say it. Bullshit. She's gorgeous. She's smart. She's enterprising. And there are a whole host of people who were on that beach who would have treated her 8,000 times better than he did. And yet she waited for him while he was waiting for Piper and unabashedly so lying about it. So those are my thoughts. Hope you have a great night. Thanks so much. Bye.
Thank you so much. Danielle calling from Michigan. It's okay. You slipped a swear in there. No worries. Liked me from the Colton days when we first tracking each other. Now, the question is, who, okay, so Brendan, I'm not defending Brendan. Jeez, gosh, I'm careful now. But I think Brendan spoke too logically there when he was saying, look, there was no one else for Natasha there. He said there was no one else viable for her. I don't know, but the word viable should never be used when stating your case. It just doesn't sound good. By the way, Silver Streak, 7878 with a $20 super chat. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Now, someone had asked me to go... Excuse me, I got the burps here. I'm drinking my Coke Zero. Not a sponsor. I have one more Coke left, and then I'm going to quit. I'm quitting Coke. That's right, folks. So someone said she was admitting to it on her Instagram stories, but we didn't see this earlier. She's having a nice cannoli there. So someone said, what is she admitting to? This is this isn't her. Is this her admitting to anything? Did I miss something? Someone said that she was admitting to... everything that went down. I guess the question is going to be, did Piper throw Brendan under the bus in any way whatsoever? Were they equal cohorts in this scenario? Sage says, check on Piper's follows versus Brendan's. Piper's at 86,000. And then Brendan, you want me to check back up? Piper's at 86,000, but when you're under 100,000, you can, 86.1. Oh, sorry. So when you're under 100,000, it'll show you the specifics. So she's at 86.1. And then let's just refresh to see if it goes down another 100. Probably not right away, but you never know. Yeah, she's at 86.1. And then we'll go back to Brendan and check him out. But it'd be much easier if I had like a live count. Bachelor Data is going to have to get on this and see. I've never seen, this is like the Boston tea massacre. What's it called again when they were throwing the tea overboard? He's at 337, okay? So he's lost a college arenas full of people. Natasha's up to 98.4. So let's just double check we're following Natasha here in real time. This feels like Bitcoin. This is topsy-turvy. Let's see if we're following Natasha here. I try to follow. Okay. Oh, look at that. Ladies and gentlemen. Another breaking news update. Natasha Parker at 100,000 Instagram followers. This has been a breaking update brought to you by Dave Neal. All right, folks. Here we go. Let's do another voicemail here. Let's see. We got plenty. Oh, we got a lot of voicemails. I'm trying to get to some new states here. This is Virginia, which is for lovers.
Hey, this is Elliot from Virginia. Not much to say. Today was a messy one. Obviously, we all want a couple to get off the beach, but besides the point, I think that this would be a perfect opportunity for Natasha to become Bachelorette. I know that's way, way too soon. But I mean, I just want to manifest that, put it out there. She's been great since she came on Pierce season. I've always been a fan of her. And I know producers really like her because that's how she got on the show in the first place, if I'm not wrong. She had a lot of friends that were producers, and she was in that whole scene. So definitely Natasha for Bachelorette. And yeah, have a good one. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much. I'm with you on that one. Natasha for Bachelorette. Look, I know they don't have a Bachelorette planned, but if they could just get on the phone and replace the Bachelor, can you imagine that? How big of a story would that be if they go, look, instead of bringing you Greg Grippo, we're going to do another season of Bachelorette. Would you guys be okay with that? Would you be okay if they just went straight into Bachelorette? Why not? Why couldn't they do that? They can do whatever the hell they want. Take a couple of years off Bachelorette. Alrighty. Let's see. Yep, we got 100,000 for Natasha, and we're gonna keep on. I mean, I've been a fan of Natasha. To be honest, I've been a fan of Natasha. Someone said she's at 101,000 now. I've been a fan of Natasha ever since I started doing the day-to-day content. When I started to hear like the Bachelor podcast, which are normally so terrible, I actually really liked Natasha's voice. I liked the way she look, 101,000. So she'll be at, who knows, maybe she'll be at 150,000 by the way the night goes, judging by the way you guys are reacting to this. All right, here we go. Let's see where this call is. Let's go to New York. I'll be there on Friday.
Hi, this is Caroline Peters from Peekskill, New York. Woo-hoo! Shout out to New York.
New York.
I think it was really disgusting of Piper and also Brendan to stoop so low just to clout chase. But maybe this will be Thomas's way of getting out of the limelight.
Okay.
You know, people shaded him so much because he was honest about his thoughts of being a bachelor. And now we actually see how many people will go on the show and pretend. And at least Thomas kept it real. Maybe Aaron's mind will shift and the attention will be on Brendan. Thanks.
Thank you so much for the call in New York. Yeah, Tasha and I will be heading to New York for Fashion Week Friday, and I've got a couple stand-up shows, so catch us if you can in New York City. Hit me up on Instagram at dneals for information on those shows. Got a Brooklyn show Sunday night. It's going to be a ton of fun. All right, this is a fascinating story that's breaking out. Let's go to Coral Springs, Florida.
Hey, Dave. This is Georgiana from Coral Springs, Florida.
Hi, Georgiana.
Piper and Brendan suck. They should be chucked out of paradise. And justice for Natasha. She should be the Bachelorette 2022. Hashtag justice for Natasha.
Hashtag justice for Natasha. Hey, Tasha, can you hear this? Tasha, can you hear me? We've got Natasha's Instagram just went up like 10,000. Brendan is in Piper's is like dropping like 20,000. Tasha says, good. Let me know if you want to come in here and chat. We're over 1,000 live streams. Big audience happening right now. Maybe if we get a super chat, Tasha will come in and say hi. Are she's getting in the shower? All right, Tasha's getting in the shower. For the right super chat, I'll actually put the video in the shower if you guys want to see her. And here's Piper. Here's Natasha. She was at 101,000, and let's see what she's up to right now. We might have a breaking news update here we have to get to. Let's just see what we have. Ladies and gentlemen, Natasha's updated breaking news update on 102. Okay, that's enough of that. 102,000. So we see the trends that are happening. Central Time happening now. We're going to keep this stream going as long as we got a good vibe happening here with a good audience. All right, we have some new voicemails coming in. Tons to get to.
Hey, it's Joe. So,
Hi, Joe.
I honestly don't think there was anything wrong with Brendan and Piper going on the show. And if they were just honest and say, yes, we were dating before the show. We came to the beach to test our relationship and to see if it was strong enough or if we should break it off and see other people. We're legitimately putting our relationship to the test. But it was their behavior for me.
Yes.
It was the way they treated Natasha, the way they were talking about their followers for me, and the way that they were just being conniving assholes for me. Like, they could have legitimately just went on there and told the truth. But instead, they had to be just jerks about it. So I hope everyone unfollows them just to teach them a lesson
There
for
you
being
have
assholes.
it.
All right, thanks. Bye.
Bye. Thank you so much for the phone call. Yeah, it's a good point here. Look, if they said, hey, we dated, we're going to test our relationship, and Brendan actually hooked up with someone, but it was clear today that he didn't cross the lines with Natasha. Like I said, guys, I am super naive, and is one of my biggest tragic flaws is that I just assumed Natasha was in on this the whole time. But now we obviously see her, throwing lightning on this whole scenario, which she should. She should. Christina Norman says, I'm sorry, but I can't believe Natasha truly believed Brendan was into her. It's all fake, and nobody off the street can see he never liked her. Well, that's true, is that Natasha probably understood that Brendan didn't really like her. But, it's one of those scenarios. She could have pursued other options. Who knows? Can you guys think of anybody that was on the beach that would have been a viable option for Natasha? Maybe even someone like Connor. Maybe Connor and Natasha would have hit it off well. I know it's, what do you guys think? Let me know if there's anyone you think. Tasha, we have an update. Natasha has grown by 21,000 since the episode started. Pretty crazy, right? And we've grown by 1,037 people in the chat right now. Thanks to my. By the way, we tried some new Chinese food tonight, and let me just say, I don't know what my stomach's feeling. Should I not order that Chinese food again? It was Labor Day, so our favorite place was closed. I ordered dumplings or whatever. I ordered all the food, and then it said it'll be delivered Wednesday at 12:15 p.m. And I was like, what do you... but it said the restaurant was open, so clearly they weren't going to get to my order till Wednesday at lunchtime, which luckily I noticed that. Otherwise, I'd be waiting outside for my, orange chicken right now. So we went to a new quick serve Chinese place. And let me just say, I don't know what they put in the quick serve Chinese food, but it won a gold medal as it raced out of my body. All right, folks, we're getting into it. We're grooving. Let's do it. All right, Natalie says, go to Rachel Lindsay's Instagram. I thought Rachel Lindsay wasn't commenting on this. Let's go to Rachel Lindsay here. What's going on with Rachel Lindsay? This is actually becoming a way bigger story than I thought. So we're on Rachel Lindsay's Instagram. We haven't been able to get her over 1,000. So there she is. Okay, so this is Team Natasha. So this video has no sound. Yeah, they're just gorgeous, even with these nice masks on. All right, so let's get to this. Hold on one second. So Rachel Lindsay chiming in with the kill shot here. Let's go back here and see what's going on. Rachel said she tried to warn her earlier this year. So let's have a listen here.
I did my best to see if this.
Copper's saying what everybody's feeling right now.
Yeah, he's not hearing it.
Wow, so Rachel Lindsay was geared up and ready to go. Alrighty. We have got, I am truly surprised. You know, every once in a while it gets a little quiet in Bachelor world and you just don't know what the next story is going to be. But by golly, are people pissed off right now. Listen, Brendan's a pretty unassuming guy. If it wasn't for this Natasha situation, he was considered to be a future lead. He obviously eliminated himself, I believe, from Tayshia's season. I guess that's a red flag. But at the time, that was his only, demerit, if you will. Rhapsody de Pour la Dentelle says, yeah, Connor and Natasha could have mastered up a plan in hopes to meet someone better. Yeah, Connor. Yeah. Connor and Natasha, even if they weren't together, they could have stuck around for a week, done their thing. Amanda says Natasha's at 105,000. Unbelievable. Why don't you do me a favor and get me... I'll tell you what, if you guys keep liking my video, you might get me passing Nick Vial. He's at 47,000 YouTube subscribers, and we are probably going to hit 41,000 tomorrow. So do me a favor and help me pass some leads. How about a no-name Bachelor recapper from the back alley of his home passes one of the biggest leads of all time? How about that? Let's do it. Tanya says, Piper disabled her Instagram comments, but someone posted her and Brendan leaving a South Boston restaurant 8 hours ago. Hey, that's what I was saying. I was saying that looked like a Boston. Let's go back to Piper. Yeah, that looked like someone said it was the East Village, but you know, I know that Boston and the Village are similar in the sense that there's a lot of bricks and cobblestone, but I for sure thought I thought this was Boston. Let's see if it says where it is. So what's this? I don't know. It looks like Boston to me. These tiny little streets in the North End, maybe. Looks like Boston to me. Let's see what else she posted. Or did the second photo? Let's see if the second photo had anything. So I'm assuming... oh, yeah. It's got an American flag. That's as Boston as it comes right there. How many stars is that? Someone count the stars. Massachusetts is one of the founding colonies right there. That's what I say whenever I get in a fight with someone. I go, you know what? I'm from one of the original 13 colonies, so bug off. Not to mention yesterday, Piper was in Rhode Island. So Piper is definitely in Boston. And look, I mean, to be completely honest, let's get an address number here. I'm not trying to dox her or anything. To be completely honest, I need to make sure you guys do whatever you need to do. I need to make sure that I don't hit the wrecking ball too far into the Brendan Piper situation. I want to know more. Obviously, it's not looking good, but to be true to self, I don't know if it's, by all means, vote with your dollar, vote with your Instagram follow, unfollow, do what you need to do. Chrissy says, priceless when Brendan realized he was mic'd up. I'm going to have to rewatch this because I was taking notes and getting my live stream set up, but I'm going to have to rewatch all this. BT says, watch the last story. Okay, so here we go. Let's go to the last story here. Is this the same TikTok one I've already watched? Yeah, I can't play this because of the audio. Okay, it says the rumors are true. Okay. Yeah, I just can't play it because of, licensing issues. Piper was considered one of the bad apples on Matt James' season, but I've always been a fan of her, and I've always been a fan of Brendan, and obviously, what can you do here? What can you do? So Piper's down. I got her at 86,000 followers. Will someone tell me what they started at this evening? I think that's what we need to know is what everyone started at and where they're at. She's at 86 now. Let's see if we can figure this out. Well, someone in the comment section, he can't play the audio, guys. Yeah, I played it for a second, but I can't play it any longer. But I got the message. Songbird, he says, Dave should guest host Bachelor in Paradise. I've always said this. There needs to be a barge like 10 feet into the water where I hang out. So when someone gets voted off, I go, come on. And then I chat with them on the barge, and then we have some drinks. I think that's a good idea. I don't know. What do you guys think? Nothing too crazy. Just give me a barge. You know what I mean? Maybe a dock. Diana, am I pronouncing that right? With a $5 super chat, says, the way that he was talking about Natasha at the end shows his true personality. It's not good. It is not good what went down here. And it probably will. So Michaela says Piper was like 88. Let's call her 88,000. So Piper started at 88K. What did Natasha and Brendan start out? Natasha and Brendan. I just want to keep track of this tonight. Natasha's at 106. So this is crazy. She was at 87. All right, so Goosebumps says exit interview barge with drinks. Yeah, I mean, I think that's a good idea. We'll record it live. We'll get some video. We'll do an exit interview, and then I'll decide if they get to like go to the yacht or if they get sent home. You know, like I'll give a final like, all right, you know, I see how you could get voted off, but you know, you're an okay person. Stuff I learned from YouTube with a $5 donation. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Really, thank you. You just helped me feed the dog. The dog gets fed every time we get a super chat. I give him bones. All right, so Brendan started at 338, we're saying. And then Natasha started at, what did we have Natasha starting out at? Let me know if anyone told me what Natasha started out at. Brendan was 348. Oh, so someone said Brendan was 348. All right, let's go Brendan at 348. I've got Piper started at 88. And Natasha must have been in, what, the 90s? Let me know what Natasha started out at. So I know Natasha's up there right now. So let's see what we have going on here. I'll tell you what, let's get to a voicemail while I look this up. Let's go to Christy in Missouri. Oh, we got a ton of voicemails. I'm going to try to get to all of them. Christy in Missouri, you are up
Hey,
next.
this is Christy from Missouri. My biggest thing is we did not hear one sincere apology. I'm hoping maybe after all this is done, before or after, that he gives her a sincere apology. And it doesn't even have to be public. At least, hopefully, she gets that.
That's good. Yeah, we want an apology. Of course, absolutely. And we'll have to see how what goes down here, whether or not we get one. And all right, let's go back to Texas here. Nicole, you're up.
Hey, Dave. It's Nicole from Dallas. I just want to make a point to say this. I said this in the live stream before today's episode aired, but people are commenting that they thought Piper was a good person or a nice girl, but I feel like a lot of people overlooked it during that season. It's something that stood out to me, like, glaringly, whenever Heather showed up and Piper was with Matt. The way Piper stormed off and immediately, like, flipped a switch into, like, mean girl mode was, like, very off-putting to me, and I think her true colors were showing at that point, but I don't think many people were very observant of that, and I don't think many people remembered that, but it's something that I never was able to forget after I saw that. And then so to see her doing this is no surprise to me. And I'm just disappointed in all the Bachelor contestants and hers and Brendan's comment section, calling them like king, queen, you know, full support. I mean, everybody should be completely disgusted by this. So, yeah, it's pathetic. They're pathetic, both of them. All right, bye.
Nicole, tell me how you really feel. Very, very good points. Nicole said, when Heather showed up on Matt James' season, Piper stormed off and went into mean girl mode. So, you know, like they say, you know, when she's thrown into hot water, you see how people truly act. Tara says that Bachelor Data Story has never seen this many people offload on a contestant this fast. So this is not good. So we're going to go to Bachelor Data in a minute. More phone calls coming, 401-213-9828. Let's go to Anna in Connecticut.
This is Anna from Connecticut. I just cannot wrap my head around Brendan and Piper. Like, why did they think that this was going to make them look good? Brendan specifically, but then Piper joining in and talking shit about Natasha, like, not even hours after coming and, like, stealing her man. Like, what is this?
Yeah, a wild time indeed. Absolutely. Here it is, Bachelor Data. I have never seen two people lose this many followers this quickly during a live episode. There you have it, folks. All right, we'll get back into it in a second. Feel free to call the voicemail line. We'll get to your voicemails, 401-213-9828. And here we go. Give me a second. I'm getting some tunes lined up for you guys. Lots of fun stuff planned here, so just hang on. Enjoy yourselves. Crack a cold Diet Coke or an alcoholic beverage, whichever you prefer, and we'll get right to it. Well, let's go back to Florida and see how they're doing.
Hi, I'm calling from Orlando, and I really think the Piper and Brendan situation is so shady. Like, I feel so bad for Natasha, and I feel like he just literally stringed her along the whole time till he got Piper there. So bad. Bad look for both of them.
Yeah, bad look indeed. We're gonna I'm trying to Pieper. I always confuse how to spell Piper. All right, here we go. 1,100 people in the chat. Thank you so much for all the support. Hit the like button. I'm definitely gonna try to get to all your comments. Of course, the super chats I get to first. Just only fair. Cora with a $5 super chat. In my opinion, Piper owed Natasha an apology for Brendan using her to stay till Piper could arrive. She knew a girl would be used with their plan. Yeah, that's a good point. And maybe Piper expected Brendan to handle it better. We don't really know. Maybe Brendan said, look, I'm not gonna date anyone. I'll work a deal out, and that didn't happen. How you doing, Tasha? Want to come in for a second? Do you want to come talk? Okay. Okay, here, come closer off camera. My Tasha says, don't we think the producers knew that who was together? Brendan and Piper? Yeah. I guess people are upset at how Natasha was treated. Yeah, that's the big... Oh yeah. If I know what's going on, the producers know. We've got a Brendan losing almost 100,000 followers, according to these counts. Daniela says, Brendan was at 480,000 and now he is at 335. He legit lost 10,000 subs in the last minute. So let's go check that out. All right, here we go. Give me a second, folks. We're gonna go check this out. Unbelievable things happening here. We've got, all right, here we go, and look at this. We've got the Bachelorettes posted this at Bachelor Data. I just want to say I so look forward to your content always, but especially this week. Got some emergency posts coming tonight, so we'll have to check back in with the Bachelorettes. Of course, they just are, I mean, they are an account, I would love to interview them. They are an account that just really does a good job of holding the Bachelor accountable to all voices within Bachelor Nation, and we love to see that. You know, when a show like The Bachelor has such influence over, the conversation piece with regards to, I should say setting conversation, they call out the BS. They've been there at the front of the line calling out all of the issues in Bachelor Nation, and that's good. It's good to have that sort of dissenting view. Be right back, y'all. I'll be back in an hour or so with some posts. So we'll have to see what's going down over there with Bachelor Data. And let me go back right now real quick to Brendan, who someone said he just lost 10,000 followers in 2 minutes. So he started the night at 430, or some say 480,000, and now he's down to 335. Okay, so I don't know if he's swimming there or treading water, but either way, he's going to be needing some life-saving devices pretty soon for his social media. Let's go to Trudy, just called in from Ocean, New Jersey.
Hi, Dave. This is Trudy. I'm calling from Ocean, New Jersey. Just an unpopular opinion here. I know a lot of people are going in on Brendan. I don't agree with what he did. But at the same time, I remember when he was on Tisha's season and it came to, he was, I think, the final four. And he said he wasn't, ready or he wasn't over. He didn't feel like he was at that point where he could go forward or commit or whatever it was, and he left. And here he is again on Paradise. But what I don't agree with was a lot of people just ready to cancel him. Where is the grace that we are preaching to give people? So, just another thought. And thank you. Bye-bye.
I appreciate you, Trudy. Thank you so much. What a cute name, Trudy. I love it. And to kind of like reflect some things you're saying, Courtney says, had Brendan been up front and told her point blank that he was waiting for Piper, she could have tried to find a connection with someone else. Yeah, I think they could have just had their friendship. You know, Brendan was like, hey, Natasha, we're friends. And Natasha goes, Ivan's my friend. And I'm sure Ivan's like, why do I got to be everyone's friend? You know what I mean? But good points there. Absolutely. I you know, as far as I go, when it comes to making a judgment on these types of things, it's very clear we have a strong reaction to something. And as someone posted out, this is exactly what ABC and the Bachelor franchise want. They want these discussions. The question is, was this edited in good faith? Did this actually go down the way we watched it? It doesn't look good for them. It doesn't look good. But I have to do my job and hear out their conversation even more. You understand? But of course, I say that with full respect for, in grace for Natasha here. If she wasn't in on it, as I'm obviously believing now that she wasn't, you know, she knew that he had something previously with Piper. I just always assumed Natasha was in on it because she had interviewed Piper on her show in the past, and they, you know, but obviously Brendan's a good-looking guy. I'm sure that helped Natasha go, oh, look, maybe he just wasn't, you know, maybe Piper was just like a one-night stand or whatever, and, you know, it's my turn. Oh, who knows? Who knows what she was kind of feeling there. All right, let's go to Texas and have a listen.
Hey, Dave, this is that one chef from Texas. Okay, Piper and Brendan. So I have mixed thoughts on them, but the biggest thought that I have is I would love to see what the actual edit was or what it looked like before the edit, because for him to say it's not like Natasha had any prospects anyway, justifying his actions, that's horrible. And then for Piper to say, thank you for taking all the heat before I could get here, it looks like they had a plan to be deceitful just so they could spend time on the beach. I don't know if it was for likes or for followers, but there was definitely a plan for them to get paid while sitting on the beach. Have a good one.
Yeah, thank you so much. I mean, you bring up so many good points there. Did Brendan, did he provide a shield for Piper? And did he take the fall for what is essentially, you know, a two-person tango happening here? Boy, like someone said earlier, Thomas is like, I'm feeling pretty good right now. I wrote down Becca MIA because I made my graphics before the episode was over. We didn't even get into Demi. Of course, Demi was denied the, you know, she asked Kenny if he wanted to bump Harrison's with her, and Kenny said no. That was a whole scenario that obviously has been overshadowed by the Piper situation. Mari and Kenny possibly getting back together. Kendall and Joe not happening. So yeah, I guess we're going to stick on the Piper and Brendan story here, unless anyone wants to call in with any other points of view. Ari with a $5 super chat. Sorry I'm late to this. Thank you so much. Something about Ivan not wanting to admit how gross Brendan was being really rubbed me the wrong way. Well, you know, it's tough because, you know, you just get to know somebody, and it's hard when you know someone and you like give them the benefit of the doubt to change your opinion on someone. You know, look at some things, you know, out there who we, you know, put our trust in. And it's almost like a part of your brain shuts down. When your brain decides someone's a good person, your brain is saying in like tribal caveman times, this guy on my team. We good. This guy's on my team, right? So then when you find out the guy's deceitful, Brendan, Ivan might, in his head, might be going, that can't be true, because if he's deceitful, then that means I was deceived, and that means I have to question all these things. No, he's not a bad guy, this and that. So, you know, it's people don't always come around right away and see it from this outside point of view. It can be a little bit more complicated than that. So let's see what else we have here. We've got a lot of good comments. Thank you guys all so much for all the nice comments here. Let's go to some more voicemails. They keep coming in. Let's go to our good pal Susan in Michigan. You're up.
Hey, Dave. It's Susan from Michigan. Okay, I'm so confused. Natasha and Joe host a Bachelor Nation podcast. Joe phones it in most of the time, so I thought, you know what? He's probably upset after Bachelor in Paradise, but he's honoring his commitment. But Natasha, too, now? The way she was treated by Brendan and everything that aired, I don't understand how they can host a podcast. What are your thoughts?
Susan, that's a great point. Goodbye. That's a great point there. Yeah, if you call in, you have to say bye as bye. It's a good point. Someone had mentioned this earlier, and it made sense how I've kind of been critical of Grocery Store Joe on his podcast because he just doesn't look like he really cares at all, and I get it. But maybe it's because he falls in love with Serena. And then they bring Kendall in, and he's like, really? This is how you guys are going to do? Imagine if your boss was trying to mess with your relationships. You know what I mean? So Natasha's a very pivotal part of Bachelor Nation podcast. She's got a great voice. She brings good energy. I don't know how to describe energy. Natasha brings good energy. Even so, with their Skype format, which, of course, everyone went to Skype over the pandemic, which is horrible for conversations, Natasha's still great. I would push Natasha to the front of the line. I'd get her own podcast. I'd up the production value, and I would just see what this puppy, really give it to her right now. She seems to be there for the right reasons. So we'll have to see. Thank you so much, Susan, for the phone call, and thank you, Sarah, for the super chat. Why didn't Piper play along with Brendan and be like, "Oh, we kind of just met, and let's try this out"? Wink, wink. Not blatantly talk about it with mics on. The problem, and great question, Sarah. Thank you so much. The problem was, it almost seems like they didn't work out their alibi. If you ever commit a crime with your best friend, you guys have to have the same story down, right? Everyone's got those friends they'll answer a call late at night for, right? Well, they didn't have their alibi down. It's almost like they just weren't prepared to be cross-examined like this. All they needed to do was say the same thing to Natasha, and they would have gotten away with it, Oh, we dated twice. It wasn't really a thing, but now we're going to give it a shot. But instead, they go on the show, they start canoodling and whispering. They already have pet nicknames for each other. It's like, how'd you guys get pet nicknames? You just met, So, good question, of course. Sophia, our good friend Sophia there, over there in Montreal says, talk about a PR nightmare going on. Absolutely. And as I like to remind everyone,
be careful who you bang.
You got to be careful who you bang out there. Absolutely. Abby in Ontario, let's go to you.
Hey, Dave. This is Abby from Ontario, Canada.
How are you?
What an episode. Everything from Kendall and Joe
Kendall and
to
Kenner.
Tammy and Mari and Kenny. And wow, what an episode. But, of course, I think the hot topic was the whole Natasha, Brendan, Piper, that whole thing. And I know that the Discord chat, we had feelings and thoughts and feelings, and it was just a lot. I'm going to keep this brief because I think the biggest thing that bothered me with this whole thing, regardless if Natasha knew, let's set everything aside about that. It was Brendan's behavior and his attitude towards and about Natasha was just really bad. And even the way he talked to Piper during their one-on-one, it was just kind of gross, to be honest. And I don't know, justice for Natasha. She deserves better. And another little thing, my career and schooling background is in PR and communications. And to hear Brendan and Piper and even a couple of the other, I think Deandra and Joe mentioned it, to hear them talk about followers the way they did was really, really strange. I mean, as a PR professional, we don't really talk about clout and followers like that. And it was interesting from my own perspective. And, as someone who's created content for brands and, plans strategy and has these conversations, it's just interesting. Anyway, Dave, thank you for all that you do. You're the best. And everyone who's watching the live stream right now, I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your week. Bye.
Bye. Good energy from Abby in Ontario. Thank you so much. Yeah, how about these people just begging for followers? Do me a favor, hit the subscribe button, follow me on Instagram. Look, I get it. Here's the deal. It's a business. There's a transaction happening. They're not going on Bachelor in Paradise to make $500 a day. Sure, that's fine and all, but what they're going on there to do is build their equity. So I completely understand the idea of growing their Instagram and all that. I really do. It's just like Thomas found out. You kind of have to, not break the fourth wall. You understand? You have to not break the fourth wall there because it's not going to come out looking good. Oh, let's go to our friend Natalie in Pittsburgh.
Hey Dave, this is Natalie from Pittsburgh. I think that this episode was the craziest episode I've ever seen in Bachelor franchise history.
Wow.
Two things. The first thing is, could this be all a plan by the producers to show what real gaslighting is to set up Greg for being the Bachelor?
Wow.
Because I think in comparison to what people were calling Greg's behavior as gaslighting on Katie's season, this is 20,000 times worse. So I wonder if this is like a setup for them to allow Greg to be the Bachelor. Next, I think that in addition to that, Ivan has completely lost any chance of being the Bachelor because he wouldn't acknowledge that this was wrong whenever Natasha asked him. And also his comment on Brendan's post, I think it's just solidifying the fact that Ivan will never be Bachelor. But I can't lie, I'm Team Greg. Thanks, Dave.
There it is. Wow, Natalie from Pittsburgh, Team Greg. Chris Greger goes, this was not gaslighting. Now, here's the deal. I'm not going to say whether it was or wasn't, because what I've learned is that everyone's got a different definition, and I'm just going to offend people. But because people go on the show pretending not to already know each other, there is an assumption that there will be lying that happens. We did have Jasenia and Chris Conran, who clearly had met before, photos of them, say they had never dated before, which I believe, but go on the show being like, oh, hello, nice to, how are you? Pretending like it's first day of school. So clearly that does happen. Great call, as always, Natalie. Love to hear from you. I am overflowed with love right now due to all of you guys. With all of your kind calls. 1,220 people in the chat. Bump the like button if you don't mind. Hit it an odd number of times if you could for me. Gaslight the like button, if you will. All right, let's go to Destiny. It is ours.
Hey, Neil. My name is Destiny. I'm calling from Tennessee. And I'm just going to throw this out there really quick. I first want to say, while I was watching the episode, obviously I was disgusted by the entire situation. I couldn't believe the way Brendan was talking to Natasha. It just really grossed me out. But afterwards, sitting on it for a little bit, my girlfriend had told me before we started watching that she heard on a podcast that Natasha knew about the relationship between Brendan and Piper. And I brushed it off. I was like, that doesn't make any sense. Why would she put herself in the situation knowing that they were in a relationship? And then afterwards, it kind of like, just throwing it out there, it probably isn't, but what if they were all in it together? Like legitimately, it kind of, bad publicity is better than no publicity for Brendan and Piper, and they walk out of it with
normally
a relationship,
lost their followers.
And then Natasha is going to gain followers and has a chance at the best.
Oh, I lost you there. I don't know what happened. We just lost you. Your phone cut out. It sounded like a Bluetooth thing. Good point. Good point there. You say no. There's no such thing as bad publicity until you start losing followers. There's no such thing as bad publicity if you don't have anything to lose. They have things to lose. Well, speaking of losing followers, why don't we gain followers to my fiance right here? We've got our Belizean content coming out. If you're new to my page and you haven't checked in before, hi, I'm Dave Neal. My fiance and I, which tomorrow we celebrate our 2-year engagement anniversary. The wedding's coming, folks. It's happening. But if you could go give her a follow, we're going to share all of the content from when we went to Belize. Now, Tasha, she deserves about 1,000 times more followers than because she actually has a ton of talent here. She's worked, her butt off to get a lot of this content made. So here's some of the photos from the drone shots we took in Bachelor while in Belize a few weeks ago. So if you like steamy romance, by all means, give her a follow at Tasha Courtney. That's my plug for Tasha. Get over there and say, Dave sent you, will you? Why don't you? All right, so let's get into it. More voicemails coming. Thank you so much. Let's see who we have next. I've got Mary in District of Columbia. You are up. Let's see if we can get this.
Hi, this is Comedics, and I'm calling from D.C.
Comedics,
I am very disappointed that Piper and Brennan used Natasha. I'm hoping that executive producers escort them off the island ASAP. They should not be there. They have messed it up for other people who have opportunities to find love, and they should have been vetted better. So, thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate the phone call from Washington, D.C. Comedics. It said Mary on my thing. I don't know why. What happens next posted, PA, everyone is on the show for clout. That is true. I think what we're learning, though, is that you need to go on Bachelor in Paradise and The Bachelor, at least with good faith that you're going on there for the right reasons. and then the rest can fall into place. I got some gaslighting definitions here. Bree53 says that was literal gaslighting, Dave. It's about him rewriting the conversations they had, not even his past with Piper. Please have an opinion once and not constantly straddle the fence. Well, listen, I appreciate you not straddling the fence. Look, do I have an opinion on whether or not he was gaslighting in a scenario in which him and Piper, look, okay, let's put it this way. He and Piper had committed to a lie. So then they told the lie differently to Natasha. That's where Natasha was like, what do you mean? You said 2 times, he said 10, this and that. Does that mean he gaslit or gaslighted Natasha? Very well. But again, if there's ever a place where I'm going to straddle the fence, it's when it comes to using terms like that I don't properly understand moments after watching the show. So Bree53, I appreciate you wanting me to have an opinion once. My channel is built on me having an opinion on plenty of things here, okay? I am not, I was complimented by being called Switzerland. There are just places in which I think the internet could actually do a better job of holding off on their opinions until they are presented with more information. And that's pretty much what I'm doing with that. So give it up for your boy Dave Neal as he straddles the fence on that one. You're damn right I'm going to straddle that fence. All right, trying to get to the updated comments there. Kelsey says he told Natasha she has selective hearing. So here's the deal, right? When I watch the show, I'm chatting, taking notes, and in this case, getting my Chinese food. I have to rewatch it because I missed several moments of this. I also watch it on a, what some might call non-legal stream because I'm in the West Coast. So I'm asking you guys to give me some grace while I actually listen to the full thing, okay? I watched this a month ago in Belize. I mean, it was literally like every third sentence I heard. I'm piecing it together like, you know, I'm in some like detective movie there. So I didn't catch him telling Natasha. Actually, that's the part. Do you want full disclosure? I streamed the show from my phone. And so I couldn't take my phone into the bathroom because the phone was being streamed to the TV. And I said, Tasha, to my Tasha, I said, listen, tell me what happens because I have to go to the bathroom because this Chinese food wasn't sitting well with me. So she comes back and she told me that part. But I haven't watched it. Kylie says, you have grace, Dave. You're all good. No, it's all right. But this is interesting. And by all means, I'm going to for sure be making more content about this. The phrase selective hearing is so toxic. My family used to gaslight me with that to fabricate what happened. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, that parents used to love that term, right? Emma says he gaslighted Natasha by saying she was crazy for thinking that he was in a relationship. All right, here we go. The ladies have chosen. So we'll get into what the Instagram following is up to here. My phone's about to die. Let's go to our buddy Calvin in Tennessee. Is this Calvin? Let's see.
What's up, Dave? It's Calvin Houston Jr. from Memphis, Tennessee. I just want to say tomorrow night's episode is going to be pretty dramatic after seeing the preview. As far as the thing with Natasha, Piper, and Brendan, I really don't know what to say.
Oh.
Piper and Brendan do come across very shady in this situation.
Shady.
Bye.
Thank you so much. Calvin in Tennessee says they come off shady in the... Oh, I'm sorry. Is that an old one? I'm sorry, Calvin. That might have been from earlier tonight. I apologize. I replayed your voicemail there. I might be caught up on voicemail, so if anyone wants to call in, the lines are wide open there. Let's go. I think Kim in Canada is our last call there, and then we're wide open.
Hey, Dave. It's Kim calling from Canada. I had to pause the show. I am just blown away by Brendan. You came into the Discord chat and mentioned that maybe this was set up. And now my brain hurts because I had this just holy righteous anger when Brendan said, as if she had any prospects. Rage. I feel rage. And then you floated the idea that maybe this is a setup, and this is a setup. If this is a setup, I think I still feel rage. I don't know. I love this show too much for my own good, and if there wasn't drama, I wouldn't watch it, so it's all good. Anyway,
I can't wait for the live. Have a good night.
Thank you so much. Kim sent that earlier today because we were wondering, like, I mean, I truthfully went into this episode. I don't lie to you guys. I went into this episode with information that I believe to be that Natasha was in on the ruse. So when all this goes down, I just continuously was thinking she's a part of this. Now afterwards, she makes a statement. She posts like, you know, all of the things. And then you go, okay, well, if she was in on it, she would be remaining quiet, you know, on social media because she wouldn't rub salt in a wound and all these things. Emma Tillison says, wow, Dave, the grammar, no, I don't want to say words here because YouTube's always listening. There's certain words you can't say on YouTube, but hey, I'm just trying to get my grammar down, right? Jacqueline Shaw says, y'all are grasping at straws here with the examples of gaslighting. Like, have you ever been gaslighted? Because that ain't it. All right, so when people ask me to have an opinion, this is partly on the reason why I don't have one on situations like this, because we've got Brendan Sir gaslights a lot, and then we've got people saying what he did was actual gaslighting, and then we have other people that say, you know, it was toxic. I'm trying to find out where the comment was. I'd say probably 80% of the people that are commenting are saying it was gaslighting. And then Jacqueline says toxic and manipulative does not equal gaslighting. Well, look, you want me to have an opinion on this when we don't even, you know, obviously it was toxic. That's obvious. So I'm actually kind of in the mindset of not using words I don't quite understand. And I've researched it a lot. And I mean, even after, what was the Greg Grippo stuff? We literally had multiple psychologists come on the show and say it wasn't gaslighting. We're talking about Greg Grippo. And then I go, what am I supposed to do? Trust a Reddit thread full of people or people with their doctorates? You know what I mean? So anyway, Mary says, it says link not available when I tried to donate. Can I Venmo or Cash App? Yes, you can absolutely Venmo or Cash App. My Venmo is my Instagram at DNeils. And my Cash App is also my Instagram with the $ D Neils, spelled the same way. Angel said, stop by real quick and the live is great. Congrats, Dave. Well, thank you so much. You guys know that I don't want to be dancing on Brendan's grave here, but we've obviously got a lot of content to get through with regards to how this all went down. All right, it looks like the Midwest is checking in. Let's go to Detroit.
Hi, this is Nicole from Detroit, Michigan. I just want to say how crazy I thought both of their Instagram posts were after that. Brendan said he came on for the wrong reasons, and then Piper posted a post that said, all is fair in love and war. I thought when they were going to be watching the episode, they were going to be cringing at themselves, but turns out they had no remorse at all, which was really shocking and really sad to see. All right, bye.
That's actually Brendan. It's almost like Brendan No Morors. Morais? Is that his name? Morais? Brendan No Morors. Am I pronouncing that right? So he's down to 333,000 followers. Let me remove this comment here. Thank you, Bree. And let's see if we have gotten any new messages from him. I don't believe we have anything new, but let's just go down the list here and see. I'm pretty sure if I were Brendan, you know what the best thing you can do is just take, maybe just take it down for the night. Not necessarily the post, but just unplug, call it a night. I'm assuming him and Piper are still together. Obviously, they're together right now. So I would just say, look, for their own sanctity, I think the best thing that they can do is find out a good way to apologize and maybe even get some PR involved here. You might want to get some PR involved, I'm going to charge my phone for a few minutes before I answer any more calls here. But let's see what we've got here. Samantha says, dance on his grave. That's about how it works here when it comes to the audience, right? Just go ahead, dance away, dance on that grave. That one Shaw said, notice that Brendan did not mention making out with Demi. That's a good point. Crafty Beach is 6 subscribers short of 3,000 on YouTube. Well, congratulations for getting close to 3,000. Who knows? Maybe in the audience you've got 6 or so people that'll push you over that hump right now. Jess says, Lynn says she has a voicemail you haven't played. Do me a solid. Oh, that's right. It looks like I do have some voicemails, so let's get to those right now. And tell me if I haven't played your voicemail number, And people are out there, tell me the area code of your phone number, and I will make sure I didn't skip it.
Look, I'm watching your live right now. I'm not one to say that I'm the perfect man. I've done a lot of shady things in my life. But watching Brendan tonight made me look like an angel tonight. I'm not going to lie to you.
Thanks, my guy. I appreciate the voicemail. Yeah, angels exist for sure.
Hi, Dave. This is Samia calling from Chicago. Apologies on my voice. I had lost it, but it's slowly coming back.
You sound beautiful.
I just wanted to quickly chime in. Your story about the Chinese food was funny, but to fill in the gap, Brendan telling Natasha that he hung out with Piper twice, and Piper telling Natasha that they hung out 10 times. That's not him gaslighting her. That's just him lying about like the little number of times they've hung out. The gaslighting comes in.
Oh, lost you there. Keep going.
Brendan is telling Natasha what she heard is not what she heard and is not what he said, even though there's clearly video evidence of him saying it. So a good example of this is him claiming that he told Natasha that they would keep each other around, but that she was, free to explore other options. And other men on the beach, when that wasn't the case. He just said that he was moving slowly in real time, and clearly he also said she has no prospects. So if he truly believed that she was free to get to know other people, then he wouldn't simultaneously say that she had no prospects. So basically him telling her that she had selective hearing and telling her things that he didn't actually say, that's the part that's the gaslighting, and I think that's the part that people are upset about. So just wanted to add some clarity on that. Keep up the live stream. I'm thoroughly enjoying it.
Thank you so much. Bye. Thank you so much for the clarity there. I appreciate that. I guess my question for you is it gaslighting if he does it on purpose? Again, I'm not defending him. We're just working our way. Like I feel like a public defendant right now. I'm like taking this case, being like, is it gaslighting? I guess would we have to know whether or not his motivation was to make her go crazy, or if he was not even remembering half the stuff coming out of his mouth. Again, not sure. Let's see. Is this Lynn? Oh, hold on a second. I lost you there. Let me plug you in. Hold on. We're going to the Bluetooth.
Hi, Dave. This is Jess calling from Indianapolis, Indiana. And I just want to point out the fact that Piper was totally a part of the Mean Girl clique on Matt's season of The Bachelor. And I'm not surprised at all by her attitude, her posting on Instagram. None of it. None of it is surprising because she's a mean girl and she doesn't believe that girls need to stick to girls. She is there for herself, and she proved it tonight. I'm very shocked by Brendan. I thought that he was a good guy, but you know what? He's been married before. Maybe this kind of behavior is what got him in trouble in his last relationship, in his last marriage.
Yikes.
Who knows? Tasha dodged a fucking bullet with him. I'm sorry, I don't know if I can cuss on your voicemail. Okay, bye.
Bye. I don't know if you can cuss on my voicemail either. But you did. You did that to me. How dare you? Thank you for the voicemail. I appreciate it. All right, Kelly in Houston, you're up.
Hey, this is Kelly from Houston, Texas. Love your show. The thing that got me was whenever they were having dinner on their one-on-one, and oh my gosh, whenever Brandon, was doing that wink, wink, I had to do what I had to do. And so he just admitted it right there to her that it was all, an act. And then whenever they were laying on the sofa together, they just all admitted it together. And, he got busted realizing that his mic was on. It was just bad. Bye.
Bye. Yeah, not looking good. All right, Jim in Boston.
Hey, this is Jim from Boston. I don't understand what everybody's so upset about this. I mean, these people just wanted a vacation. And it seems to me that if you want a vacation and you can get somebody else to pay for it, I don't understand what's so wrong about that. And I don't understand why everybody's so upset about it. It's all good. Like, they came on, they wanted a vacation, and they figured it out. Like, more power to them, right? That's how it goes.
All right, give it up for Jim, Brendan's father, calling. Thanks for the phone call, Jim. I appreciate it. It's the collateral damage. It'd almost be like, hey, there's no problem with drones striking the enemy. It's like, yeah, you wiped out a wedding. You know what I mean? Natasha was the collateral damage here. Natasha wasn't, he wasted her time. Caitlin with a super chat. Thank you so much. You know, I like to play the women screaming every time we get a nice donation. Brendan is a solid 6, at best a 7, but he opened his mouth and became a 0. Piper showed her true colors when Heather showed up on Matt's season. Now, let me tell you something. And I do appreciate the super chat. I disagree. Whenever we start to not like someone, we go, oh, they weren't even that attractive anyway. Now, look, you might not think Brendan is attractive in his everyday photo, but the guy is a model, okay? The guy hits on all cylinders. What are we dealing with here? This dude, you put a watch on him, you sell watches, okay? The guy's good looking. Now, if he's not your type, he's not your type, but he's good looking, in my
seconds. Okay. Hey, Dave, what's up? This is Tony. I'm from the Bronx, but currently living in Texas. Yeah, so this show should be called The Bachelor in Hell because it's all a lie. Everybody's lying, everybody's scheming, and if anybody gets married, it's a miracle. I had a huge crush on Brendan, but this just goes to show for all you ladies that don't fall in love with a man right away, because now I'm just disgusted by him. And by the way, I have been gaslit, and gaslit means when somebody makes you feel crazy because they lie to your face and rewrite history and tell you things that never happened because they did wrong. So, yes, he did gaslit her, gaslit, past tense, lit.
It's
okay,
light.
I'm an
It's
English
light.
teacher. And also, I think they might have all been in on it too. So, but anyway, I will continue to watch your YouTube. I think you're funny. And I'm watching Bachelor in Hell because it's hilarious. Bye.
Now listen, I appreciate you, I'm sure you're a new subscriber here, so I'm not trying to crack an egg to make an omelet. But the past tense of the verb is gaslighted. Gaslit is an adjective. So something would be illuminated by gaslight, but the past tense of the verb is gaslighted. Now let me tell you something. I would have no idea about that. I've just looked it up myself because I talk into the microphone and I get called out on things all the time. So bring that to the classroom in the Bronx. Gaslit is the adjective. Gaslighted is the past tense of the verb. You know, I never learned this stuff in high school or elementary school or anything. Let's go to Chicago. Thank you so much.
This is Becky from Chicago. I just wanted to say that I think Natasha definitely saw that coming, and it's kind of surprising to think that she maybe is pretending that she didn't know this was going to happen. So I think she's also playing, her part in the show, and I'm just excited to see what's going to happen with Piper and Brendan, because I know that now Natasha kind of ended her thing with Brendan from today's episode. So it'll be cool to see what else happens and maybe what kind of drama comes up from Brendan and Natasha later on, if anything does happen. So
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, those are my thoughts.
Thank you.
All right, bye.
Bye. Thank you, Becky in Chicago. Yeah, you got a good point there that, we're going to have to track this relationship, Let's see if they can overcome this adversity. Samya says Bachelor Data posted IG decline updates. So we're going to get on this here. Give me a second to get to Bachelor Data, and then we'll have all these updates. I mean, honestly, I don't even know how I'm going to navigate making my recaps and all these things. This is far more interesting than anything I was going to recap here. But let's go to Bachelor Data. We'll figure it out. And let's see what they had posted here. Again, Bachelor Data, literally doing the Lord's work. I mean, what are they doing over there? I just imagine they've got just computers and numbers and receipts. They got receipts that look like the CVS receipts coming out and that's just all the information. New post. Hold on a second. How do they get this breaking news? Oh, we have a breaking news update. Bachelor Data with breaking news. Episode 6 special Instagram growth update. This is a breaking news story brought to you by Bachelor Data on Instagram. A special update after conversation from tonight's episode. Back tomorrow morning with another special update. Red Data shows 8 p.m. Eastern Time through 11 p.m. Eastern Time on September 6th, 2021. So give Bachelor Data a follow for this information, which we are checking out. Wow, ladies and gentlemen, Brendan's Instagram growth in this beautiful pie chart, all leading up to September 5th, he had 348,000 followers. And as of the last, now people were saying he was down in the, way lower. Someone told me 430, so my numbers are all off. Brendan was at 348, and then now we'll have to see what Brendan's at. I'll check that in a minute, but it goes down and down. So Brendan on Bachelorette goes up, Brendan on Paradise, it goes down, and that's how the cookie crumbles. Piper, she was up over Bachelor in Paradise to, what was that, around 80,000? And this had her just down 1,300. Again, this was the data up until like an hour ago. So a lot has changed in here so far, but good information there. And I'm sure they'll have plenty of updates for us tomorrow, as this is, this is going to be known as like Bloody Monday or something right there. What should we call this day of unfollowing? Bloody Monday? I'm going to call it Bloody Monday. It's a little morose for Moraes. Bloody Monday. This is the day the unfollows happened. All right, let's get here some more voicemails from you guys. And I guess the question's going to be, do I ride this live stream straight through to the West Coast or take a little break? I think we might have to take a break.
Hey, Dave. This is Kim from Dallas, Metro, Texas.
Cute accent.
Wow.
Love the beautiful voice.
I'm trying to be brief and gather my thoughts. But
it's never brief.
Brendan had gone on the show, and when he was dealing with Natasha, he honestly said, yes, I was seeing Piper, and yes, feelings did develop, but we never established any type of relationship. So I came on here because, I'm looking to explore. But he didn't say that. He kept saying it was casual. It was casual. It was casual. And these are words coming out of his mouth. And then at the end, when he was talking to her, instead of backpedaling and saying the stuff he said, but he didn't, he never said he had strong feelings for Piper. If he had, that would have made Natasha pause, but he didn't. And now he's saying he had strong feelings, that he said that, but he never did. And so he's just lying more and more and more. And that's what's making him look so bad. If he had been honest in the first place and said, I had feelings for her, but I want to come over here and see what's going on. But he didn't. He made it seem as if that meant nothing. They were just playing around. And Piper didn't lie when she came on the show. She came on the show for him, and that's what was what. He lied. So I don't have a problem with Piper. It's him.
Okay. Hey, Kim. Bye. Call back anytime. Love the accent. Love the take you have there. Thank you so much. Now, Travis says, Dave, today was very laborious, if you will. Love it. Love it. And then Jacqueline says, the day of unfollowing. And Tara says, Monday Massacre. How about we call it this? Let me get my voice down here. The Monday Massacre, when the world unfollowed. All right, I think that's what we're going to do. All right, let's see what we have here. More voicemails. Oh, Kim called right back.
I have to call back. This is Kim from Dallas.
Call right back.
I hate when people throw around words and definitions like gaslighting or whatever other words. Let's just call it lying and pretending. And what's so bad is they didn't have their stuff together. I don't have a problem with people gaining followers because that is a side benefit of coming on the show. You're going to gain followers anyway. You're going to become more known anyway. So that's no big deal. That's not the issue. The issue is that they came on in a relationship or whatever you want to call it, and they knew what they were doing. She saw him right before he came on the show, and they didn't even do it well. When they went to dinner, she was so upset because she's like, I thought we had a thing going on. And he's like, shh, we do. And the things he said was like, he actually said I had to pretend. I don't think he used the word pretend, but whatever word he used, I have to watch it again. He said, I had to like do certain things in order to be here by the time you arrived. He actually said that. That was really gross to me. But yeah, again, I just hate those words, gaslighting and stuff like that. he just, they had a plan. They came on the show. He lied to get further so they could be together and spend time on free vacation. Okay. But don't try to make Natasha look bad or as if she believes something that he didn't say, because he did lead her on, even though he didn't fully commit to it, but he led her on with words and actions. And when they were talking about their followers and got excited, that was gross. Yeah. Again, I don't think they're bad humans. I think they've done a stupid thing. That's all. It was dumb. Bye.
Bye. Okay, so thank you so much, Kim. Appreciate the phone call there. Tell me how you really feel, like you don't deserve love or a good woman. Yikes, ladies. So let's see, it's 8:30 my time. So I think we'll go for a little bit longer. I'm going to take a break, and then I'm going to come back for the West Coast live stream. Okay, guys? We'll keep going as long as you guys keep calling in and the super chat's coming. We'll keep going. Hey, more calls from Dallas.
Hi, Dave. This is Denise calling from Dallas, Texas. I love your show, first of all, and I just wanted to comment. Would it be possible for the show to send people like Piper and Brendan home if they've proven to have been in an established relationship before going on the show?
Yeah.
I believe that would set an example. And I agree with the previous caller that said that Piper was a mean girl. Thank you.
Thank you so much for the call, Denise from Dallas. Yeah, no, the show can do whatever they want. They can decide who they want to stay, who they want to go. They can manipulate it any way they want. And you know what? The contestants can't say anything about it because they're under contract. Now, Sarah said, our good friend Sarah, disagree fully. Natasha was not a plant. Natasha did not know about... Oh, my battery's exhausted. I'll tell you what. Give me a second here, folks, while I change the batteries. Literally 10 seconds. I'm getting so good at this, aren't I? All right, thank you guys so much for that. I'm gonna put my earbuds back in. My system was having a little bit of a battery malfunction. I was gaslighting my camera there, so that's how I light my camera, by gaslight. That's what I do, old school. All right, folks, here we go. Let's see what we have here. So Sarah, I mean, look, the idea that Natasha was in on it, I mean, it made sense. It made sense up until now, but it made sense that Natasha was in on it because, she was kind of like, okay, Brendan's leading me along, why would she put up with it if she wasn't in on it? And now we see that she maybe has some wishful thinking. All right, let's go to Elizabeth in New York.
Hi, this is Elizabeth from New York. So the only reason why...
Oh, it looks like we have a deleted number there. Let's go back to that one. Call back. We had a phone line drop there. Let's go to Florida. See who we have next. Hold on, I'm having some difficulties. All right, here we go. Florida. Nothing's going through. Nothing's going through. Oh, I know why. It was on the wrong device. Here's Florida.
I think Frankie Davis Joe calling from Florida one more time. I do have to say that this is what I'm predicting is going to happen. I think Brendan is going to propose to Piper by the end of the season. And I think they have it planned out, and it's just going to be solely for clout because they saw how much clout they got for dating. That's my prediction. Swear to God. And I wonder how many people are just going to sweep this all under the rug because they're going to be like, oh, it's true love. All is forgiven. Oh, my God. All right, bye.
Well, look.
Bye.
Bye. Look, I'm not going to get into any spoilers in this video. We're watching up until where we watched. So please, in the comment section, try to refrain from any spoilers. But your thought is that Brendan's going to propose to her. Meanwhile, on the beach, Joe says he's too cheap to buy a diamond. Well, the lucky thing is if you get to propose on the beach, Neil Lane provides the diamond. So that's kind of a good thing of how it works there. We'll have to see how that all plays out there. Some more voicemails. They just keep rolling in.
Austin from North Dakota. I'm curious what your thoughts are on. I was kind of surprised that they edited the show the way they did to like blatantly show the
fourth wall.
That they were trying to get like Instagram followers and stuff like that. Do you think that the show like tried to do that to try and dissuade that from happening in the future? I'm curious what your thoughts are on that.
Yeah,
Thanks.
so
Bye.
thank you so much for the phone call. Good question. The question is, did the show, do you think the show possibly did a head on the spike moment there? I'm going to get rid of these topics here. Did they do a head on the spike moment? I'll put the topics up here just so we can keep them if anyone has any of these other topics they want to talk about. And then Samantha, I'll get to your super chat in a second. Thank you so much. Yeah, the show obviously has an issue with people using too much Instagram before going on Bachelor in Paradise. I mean, not to say it's a problem, but the show, the producers want to dictate what gets said and how it's done on their platform, right? So the question can then become, did they put Brendan's head on a spike here to warn others, hey, don't do this while you're on air. We'll use it against you. Or, and what I think is more likely, is that what normally goes down is the show protects the contestants by not mentioning these types of shows. And then in this case, the show's like, you're on your own. We're going to totally cut ties with you. Like we're literally, this is the last we're going to see of you, and we're going to use everything you say against you. My thought is that is more in line of what actually went down, is the show was like, all right, we got you, and we're going to do what we want with it. All right, thanks so much for the call. Samantha with a $10 super chat from Canada says, the slimiest part of it all is that Natasha was probably robbed of the opportunity to genuinely find a partner. Real relationships happen on the show, and now she may not come back from this point. That's a good point. That's why we're trying to get Natasha Bachelor 2022. Hey, Tasha, do you want to come say hi? I've got your Instagram pulled up to promote you. So you have to wave. You have to wave. I mean, I got your Instagram. You got to wave. Come on. You got to wave. I got your Instagram pulled up. Come on. Everyone's, the money's coming in. We want to see Tasha. We want to see Tasha. No, I have something special I want to say. Will you please come in? I got all these empties and I got all these things here. I'm trying to get Tasha to come in before she takes a shower. My Tasha, not your Tasha. Come in, Tasha. Look, I wanted to say, or the dog's here, everyone. We got a whole lot of people. Come on in here. Real quick, if you don't mind. I'm trying to pull Tasha in with my digital. Here she is. Ladies and gentlemen, Tasha Courtney. We have 1,100 people. She's got the luckily, she's still dressed. I thought you would have showered by now.
Running around.
So we posted this earlier. I showed everyone to go follow you. Everyone's unfollowing Brendan and Piper and all these people. Natasha is over 100,000 followers. We're going to get Tasha over 100,000 one of these days. I don't know if I have the clout just yet, but I want everyone to go give Tasha a follow there. And I want everyone to know that tomorrow is our 2-year engage-anniversary. And look, let's be honest. The last year we got engaged, and then we were like, we're gonna have a honeymoon period, right? And then the pandemic hits, and things don't go as planned. We go to several friends' weddings twice. Your sister's second wedding's coming up, and now it's time we get selfish about ours. Right? We're going to get selfish about ours. We're going to live stream it for super chats.
You're so ridiculous.
I'm going to let whoever gives me the biggest super chat, I'm going to let you officiate the wedding. You're going to come in and give a super chat. If anyone gives a super chat right now, I'll let Tasha give me a kiss. Sarah says, happy 2-year engaged anniversary. So Paola says, you two have matching eyebrows. Wow, thank you so much. Yeah, the kid's going to literally give Tasha a rug burn when it comes out. Anyway, we still don't know what we're going to do, or where we're going to do it, but we're going to decide soon. We're going to share our love with the close people that matter to us. And like I've said, thanks to our YouTube followers, they're yours as well. Thanks to them, we have literally thrown more bread in the tip jar than we had before, and we're able to make better decisions for us and not worry about scarcity. And for that, I'm so proud. Give me a big hug. Tasha Courtney, everybody. Yay! All right, we love you to death. Go shower. She has paper. Why do you have paper towels?
Because I'm getting ready I'm cleaning. I'm doing the dishes.
She's wearing her high school cheerleading shorts, ladies and gentlemen. Her high school. You want to show everyone your high school?
No.
cheerleading shorts right there.
This is embarrassing.
How does the elastic still even work? It doesn't. It's holding on.
It's barely hanging on, this elastic.
Yeah, those threads are really good there. All right.
All right, bye, everybody.
All right. Oh, look at that. Cora with the $5 super chat. Looks like Cora's going to be officiating. Whatever wedding you want to have, do it your way. You won't regret it. It's your day. Congrats on the anniversary. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And of course, if anyone hasn't followed the YouTube channel, we were looking at a wedding, a destination. I don't know if we were gonna go there or not, but we looked at a destination in Temecula. That's an olive grove, an olive oil grove. I'll show that to you guys in a second here. It's gonna take me a few seconds to pull it up there. So anyway, Melissa says, where is her accent from? That is a Northern Kentuckian accent. Northern Kentucky. VH says, time to put the ring on her finger. Well, do you have your engagement ring on? Oh, she's got an engagement ring. It's beautiful. So, it's out there. She's about to take a shower. So, let's see here. I'm going to show you guys how you can go to the vlog channel, which is where you'll be able to see, and also obviously for Christmas, we're going to be doing daily Christmas vlogs, Harry Potter themed, Bachelor themed content. I'm going to try to get some Bachelor contestants to Skype in and tell me some of their wishes. Travis says, Dave, you did a good job, bro, on the ring. Well, thank you so much. Yeah, we got real lucky. I got her a one-of-a-kind ring. You can see some of my stand-up there. What to look for in a wedding venue 2021. This is a real fun vlog that Tasha and I made. I made it in 4K. It came out 3 days ago. It's got 500 views. So maybe you guys could click on this, my vlog channel, and give it some love if you guys want. No pressure. Good content on there. And of course, Tasha's channel has, for the new people here, we're going to just I know it's a lot to follow, but hey, it's all free for you guys, right? So for Tasha's channel, if we just search Tasha Courtney, it'll pop right up. And then she's got her fashion content and also travel content. So she's got all of her updates on what, how the fashion of the Bachelorette and the Bachelor, but also she's got a house tour and a bunch of other things on there. So you can go check out all of that. The Belize video will be up pretty soon, in the next day, I would imagine. It's pretty much close to go. Miss Mad Music said, the olive grove is very nice. I enjoyed the vlog. Well, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Yep. Trying to read your comments here. Try not to swear in the chat. I mean, I guess you can swear. It's late. Who cares? But just, be kind, I guess. Cora said, how did you pick her ring out? Just curious. Are you going to pick your wedding bands out together or surprise each other? My husband and I picked together. I would assume we'll be picking together. I would assume that. I will show you the Instagram where we found her engagement ring. I will give them some publicity. It is an amazing antique vintage jeweler. I'm going to show you real quickly. Just give me a second. I'm typing it in. And Cora, thank you so much for the super chat. It's called, give me a second while this loads here. But Tasha loves vintage, she loves things with a story, which is what I love about her. She would much rather have an old barn than some new place. And there's this account called Jewels by Grace, and she found a vintage ring. Tasha, everyone's asking you about your ring. Can you bring it in here? Everyone, are you naked? Everyone's asking about it. I got Jewels by Grace pulled up. Just come bring it in. You got 1,000 people. You don't want to show it off? All right, Tasha doesn't want to show it off, so instead, let's go to Tasha's Instagram and zoom in on a photo. That's what we're gonna do. I think she posted one here. Let's see if we can see. What's a good photo here? There's Tasha doing an ice bath. By the way, yeah, there's Tasha wearing Natasha's pants. She bought the same pants as Natasha. I can't tell. We didn't wear the ring much when we were traveling, so I can't see. Oh, here's maybe you can see it in this photo, but I don't know what the name of the cuts or anything like that. What's the cut called? It's a what? Old mine cut. I'm zooming in on the photo. You can barely see it, but it's what do you call it? It's from the 1890s, and it's a solitaire. right? 8-prong, something like that. Do you have any up close photos of it? Trying to look through here. This was the trip where Tasha and I got engaged. This is in Thailand. Why am I doing this? I shouldn't be doing this in a live stream right now. Hey, there's still 1,100 people. So this is where we got engaged in Thailand. I took that photo. I was like, don't drop the camera on her and we'll be all good. All right, so any more questions, I'll be glad to answer them for you guys. Justin said, why is it taking you so long to marry this girl? Well, we live, we don't live near our family. And up until earlier this year, times were pretty tough on us. And we've been very much blessed with the YouTube channel. And I've been guilty of just putting my head down and working all year. And we knew we should have done a better job. I'll take full ownership. I should have done a better job of like finding venues, but like at the same time, we don't even know like if we're going to have a next travel ban, So, I'm pretty sure the US is now back on the travel ban list for Europe. So anyway, I'm not trying to say anything other than I need to do a better job of finding places. We want so many different options in our families in different places that we need to do a job of just making it about us. Nicole says, when are you and Tasha replacing Brendan and Piper on Bachelor in Paradise? I don't know. Tasha, would you like that Paradise place? I don't know if you'd like the crabs. She said the crabs are fine. Yeah, until one night you get bit in the bum. I saw what happened to Tasha when we went to Thailand and the fish started biting at her. Travis says, Dave, you're all good. No need to justify your relationship to the masses. Love you both. No, we talk about it and put it out there. And I'm just like, honestly, all I've wanted to do all year long is build. It's almost like you guys brought to me this fire, which is the YouTube channel. We go to Belize. I make 20 videos. All I've wanted to do is keep adding, to the fire for sort of a fear, I guess, that if I don't, people won't, you know what I mean? So it's almost like after 15 years of working in entertainment, the rain started to come. And how many buckets, empty buckets and canisters could I find to collect the rain? And that's been the whole year for me, but it's provided me other opportunities. So, it's been a great thing that's happened to us, but I have to also, remember that, I have the purchasing power to make some moves and figure things out. But we're having a hard time booking a hotel in New York. It's just, there's a paralysis that happens with options. Anyway, Melissa said, my husband married me after 11 months. Cool. I'm happy for you guys. Cool. Brianna says, I came here straight after watching tonight's episode. Gosh, it was a dumpster fire. I never cared for Piper, and I used to like Brendan, but I figured he would ditch Natasha the second P got there. Jesse says, COVID's crazy and dangerous. It's understandable to not have a wedding right now. Cali is hella expensive. Y'all do what you want to do and win. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be getting married in California. I don't think that's going to happen. Milwaukee said, Dave moved to LA for Tasha. That's not true. We didn't date when I moved here. That's not true. But I think we like it now. But, we've considered moving. But Nicole says, Dave, you seem exhausted. Didn't they say this to never tell a woman she seems exhausted? How come you can tell a guy that? You seem exhausted. It's been an intense night. Hope you don't stay on here too late. Well, no, I'm doing pretty good. Thank you, though. You seem exhausted. Hit the like button.
Hi, Dave. This is Miss Lily, Texas. Hey, just a couple of things I wanted to speak on. I think that it was really, really bad of Brendan to have led the young lady on. I think this was planned. I think Brandon knew he had a relationship with Piper upon coming into the show. I think it's just unfair. Totally unfair. Anyway, that's all I've got. Thanks. Bye.
Yeah, I agree with you. Thank you so much for the call, Miss Lily in Texas. It's unfair. And, clearly Natasha stated her case with her post. And clearly she had the weight of the Bachelor producers behind her to say, we choose Natasha over whatever storylines coming from Brendan and and Piper. So absolutely. Hey, the phone lines are wide open. 401-213-9828. Let's see. It's 8:49 my time. Why does it feel later than that? It's 8:49 my time. I might be getting off. I'm not sure. We might take a break for half an hour. Chrissy says, I missed a super chat. Thank you so much. I'm going to make sure I find that super chat right now. I'm going to look for that super chat I may have missed. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Internet's running a little slow. Travis says, we'll see you on the West Coast stream. Love you, Dave. Love you, fam. This will soon turn into a blend east to west strand. Yeah, I mean, if I could totally see blending it into the two. It's kind of tough because I try to get my recaps recorded between the streams, but I think I might just have to do my recap in the morning. Obviously, I think with a breaking news story like this, it takes a little bit more precedence. So Milwaukee Motor says, my apologies. Can you clarify? Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's interesting because I've talked about this a million times. I should just have like a graphic that's up. I moved to LA single, and Tasha and I started dating shortly thereafter. We did know each other from the East Coast, but I actually moved to LA for a job opportunity in stand-up comedy. And so I took it, and I'm just checking right now. Don't mind my eyes wandering. I'm checking on some monetization just to see if the stream's still up and running. It's not. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so I'm going to shut the stream down in a little bit just because it's this happens once in a while for no reason where live streams will just run with no ads. So as much as I appreciate the 1,000 or so people, it looks like we're going to take a break for a little bit and come back for 10 p.m. We're going to do a fresh live stream at 10 p.m. So I appreciate everyone for sticking around. This will just give me a chance to restart the live stream and contest this demonetization that just happened. You know, this always happens on big live streams that we have, is that like for whatever reason YouTube maybe, you know, sometimes it's when someone swears. It's nothing you guys can do. You know, I appreciate everyone's comments, but every once in a while YouTube will scan the audio, and if they hear something they don't like, they'll demonetize the video, which happens. So I'm going to take the video down in a second, but let's play one last voicemail.
Hey Dave, this is Lisa from Florida, and I just want to say that tonight when Demi got turned down, I have never been as happy watching Bachelor in Paradise. Guys, congratulations, you and oh my God, please don't play this.
Oh, sorry, I played it. I'm sorry. You're the best. Everyone's the best. You're just like me. We leave voicemails and we mess things up and we hang up on each other. It's totally fine. No worries. No worries. All right. So yeah, I'm not necessarily losing steam, other than I'm a little discouraged that the monetization went off. But hey, it happens. I appreciate all the super chats and everything that you guys gave me. Let's do this. I'll give you guys, we'll wrap this up here. I hate to do this with 900 plus people in the chat right now, but I'm going to take an hour break and then we're going to come back from the West Coast live stream. So if you like what you've seen, if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. Make sure you follow me. We do live streams before and after every episode with tons of other content all day long. Tomorrow, I'm going to have to get up early, and we're going to have tons of content regarding everything that we went over tonight. I'm going to try to put it in a nice bow for you guys because lots going on. Lots going on here. Chris Mitch says it's a dating show, not couples retreat. Yeah, that was a big mistake they made. Absolutely. Dating show, not couples retreat. Yes to Demi getting turned down. Yeah. Any last voicemails before we get out of here? Hey, Mary said you just sent me a Venmo. We'll check the Venmos right now. My Venmo is the same as my Instagram there, so I appreciate all the Venmos. I don't normally shut them out during the show because I usually notice them after, but I do want to give you the shout out for sending a nice Venmo. Let's see where. Oh my gosh, Mary, that's too kind. Tasha, you hear this? $100 Venmo from Mary. I'm going to do a breaking news report. Mary just earned a breaking news report. Ladies and gentlemen, breaking news. Mary... I'm sorry, I hope she didn't want this to be anonymous. With $100 Venmo. And I'm going to be getting the iced coffees tomorrow. Thank you so much, Mary. That is far too kind. I appreciate you so much for that. Thank you. Oh, look at that. Lorena with a $25 Venmo. Lorena with a $25 Venmo. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. I just opened my Venmo. You guys are so kind. By the way, did you see the comments that Willie Billy with a $5 super chat? Thank you so much for that. All right, you guys are making up for the fact that my monetization went down, yeah, because these videos, like the fact that the and I don't want to make a whole thing of it, folks, but I'm not trying to take it out on you guys. It's just annoying when some robot tells me that the video is getting demonetized when I think we had a really good chat. Marissa says, thank you for what you do, Dave. I enjoy it very much. And thank you to all you guys. I was saying this to someone else. A lot of people are able-bodied that watch the show. They come in and they go. They check in a live stream when they can. They go through their lives. And then there's a portion of you guys that are recovering from whatever physical, mental, or emotional problems that you had. There are people that watch this that are bedridden, that are disabled in one form or another, that have reached out to me. There are people that watch this while they breastfeed their newborn, and there are people that watch this while they get chemotherapy. And I just want to tell all of you guys how much you mean to me and how much you matter, and I appreciate every single one of you for helping populate the chat. I truly do. When we started this way less than a year ago, I didn't know if anyone would show up. 16 of you guys did. I think we had 16 the first day. So I appreciate every single one of you. It's nice when we get the milestone of hitting 1,000, but you guys know we live in the 250, 350 range on normal days, and I appreciate all the loyal people out there so much. So thank you guys, truly thank you. And thank you to the nice Venmos. I appreciate that so much. Gwen says, good night from the Bahamas. Rub it in. You're killing it in life. Appreciate that. Noreen says, good morning from Germany again. Hello, how are you? Dankeschön. JC Miles for Demi. No boom boom in the room tonight. That's for sure. Not at least with him. She's going to have to call Katie Thurston up and see if she can get a backup toy there. CCC says, I feel sorry that sex is the only weapon Demi thinks she has going for her. That ain't being more fun. Yeah. And, maybe that's not the only weapon, but for sure, she was trying to, it was her last defense. She's like, nothing. She's like, I can't get Brandon's attention, this and that. And that was the final defense. And he was like, I'm sorry, Kenny. And Kenny was like, I don't think so. Kenny was like, I got to take a nap. Layla says, appreciate you so much. Love the lives and all the content. So happy to see you reaching more viewers. Catch you after the break on the West Coast live stream. Thank you so much for sticking around, and I'll see you out there. Jacqueline says, too bad YouTube takes like 51% of the super chats. Yeah, I don't even know what they take. I think it's like 30%. It's a lot. But Venmo is a pretty fair app too. Yeah, better off with Venmo for sure. Ben says, is he doing this only for the money? Yeah, that's right. Me and Brendan, we're here for the wrong reasons. Crowdy says, this is his job. This is what I do. I love what I do. And I do stay on the live streams longer when they are being monetized. And of course, when a video is not being monetized, it's essentially like taking money and throwing it out the window. I'm like, look, I might as well take a half-hour break and restart the engines here. And you guys wouldn't know the difference. But anyway, I'm okay. Listen, it's all right if Ben Mitchell wants to call me out. No problem. Danielle says, shout out from Jamaica, Dave. Thank you so much. Where are you in Jamaica? I've visited Ocho Rios. I'm sure it's a super popular tourist destination that no one who lives in Jamaica actually goes to. But either way, I enjoyed my time very much there. XOXO says, you need a better haircut. Very nice. Very nice. Removed from the broadcast. Thank you so much for that kind word. A lot of kind comments happening all at once. Yes, Ben. If you live, Ben, let me know where you live, and I'll tell you when I have a stand-up show. Jess says, XOXO, is that necessary? Yeah, let's do like temporary bans for insults, but not permanent bans. I'll let someone roast my hair if they're okay taking a temporary ban. L-Dog says, you guys are still going? I was watching the live 2 BB episodes, but joined the live for the views. Hey, well, thank you so much for joining us. Trying to get to all the last comments here, and thank you so much. Yeah, YouTube takes a lot of time and effort. It doesn't need to be justified when creators want to make money. Yeah, no, Bruce endorses my hair. Look, guys, yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, Ben. Yeah, thank you, Jess, for being so inclusive to Ben. We need more bros in the chat. Kenny could not say yes to Demi. Kenny said something like, I'm gonna go to sleep or something, I think. L-Dog says your hair is iconic. Oh, you guys are too kind. Jacqueline says they take 51%. Well, they take 51% of the ads too, but at least we get to see, all of that. Ben's in Westchester, PA. I don't know when I'm going to be in PA again, but if you want to stick around or stick around the YouTube community when I do have Pennsylvania shows, I will let you know. I'm going to let you guys go though. Tasha's about ready to jump in the shower. I'm going to show her a little attention, and then I'm going to take a break, and we're going to come back for 10 p.m. and we're going to hit it hard on the 10 p.m. recap. I want to thank you guys again one more time. Thank you. And I appreciate all the donations. I'll see you guys in 1 hour, okay? It's 9 o'clock now. I'll see you at 10 o'clock, and we'll do the West Coast live stream. And if you guys want, you can leave a voicemail now. Line them up for the next hour, and we'll talk to you then. Bye, everybody. Yeah, Denise, for Jamaicans, I just assumed that Ocho Rios was super touristy because it was like a Jimmy Buffett bar, like Margaritaville. Good night, Melissa. Good night, everyone else, and for those that I'll see you in an hour, thanks for hanging out. Good vibes tonight. I don't care what happens on Bachelor in Paradise. You guys always bring the good vibes. Shout out one more time to my boy Derek. Happy birthday, my guy. And thank you to all the super chat donations and the voicemails. Today we had voicemails come in all the way east in Nigeria and as far west. Did we have Hawaii? We had Alaska. Now I'm going to go try to get a quick haircut. Don't forget, give Tasha a follow on Instagram at Tasha Courtney, and I'm D Niels. Good night, Regine. Bonsoir, mademoiselle. Avoir une bonne rêve. Yeah, we got the Discord chat going on.